Howdy, and welcome to What I Wish I Could Say, the heartfelt, humorous podcast hosted by me, April Spencer. Today, we're going to be talking about RuPaul's Drag Race Season 18 premiere. Yay! So excited. I've been waiting for this for a long time. And we're joined by our guest star, Ronni Preiss. What's new, Ronni?
What is new? Let's see. I guess since it's a new year and Christmas just happened, I got a little mini record player that plays like 4-inch records. They're just like little singles, so it's just like two songs, one on the front, one on the back. And it was really just like if I see something miniature, I automatically want it. Like I
Yeah,
don't care, like the quality isn't that great, but if it's miniature, I immediately have to have it.
I
So I'm
love it.
excited to play with it.
Fun. What music did you get for it?
I've got Ariana Grande's latest album. It's got what's the songs? Was it We Can't Be Friends and Imperfect for You? I got the Doja Cat, her album, and K-pop Demon Hunters.
Fun.
K-pop Demon Hunters was literally like the reason why I got this thing because I saw the little mini vinyl and I was like, I have to have it.
That's really cute. Fun. What's new with me is just like baby stuff. Obviously, it's
Yeah.
kind of been every week it's like new stuff.
Mhm.
So today we went to pick up the crib. Um, yeah, that's it's really exciting. Like literally everything in the nursery is done now. The floor, the walls,
Wow.
everything, all the furniture is assembled except for the crib. And we went and picked that up today because it was my sister-in-law who is giving it to us, and
Oh, nice.
it was just at my Philip's parents' attic.
Yeah.
So yeah, we went to their house and picked it up. That's really exciting. The other thing that happened while we were there was we were talking about Philip's cousin's wedding, which is going to be in August in Seattle. And I've
Oh,
known
wow.
about this wedding for a while. So I've known that, like, okay, that's going to be Violet's like first time on a
Yeah.
plane, 5 months old. And I've been like mentally preparing for that
Yeah.
and like mentally preparing for her, like staying with all of us. And like they got us a really nice Airbnb, which was really
Oh,
sweet.
wow.
But it's like, she's going to be like sleeping in a pack and play and like all those logistics I've been like processing for months
Mhm.
now. But then today they told us that the rehearsal dinner is going to be on a boat,
Oh,
like a
no.
big party boat.
Oh,
And I was
no.
like, that's a whole other set of like
Yeah.
things I need to consider. Like,
Oof. Oh god. That would make me so nervous.
yeah, that's how I'm glad you empathize because I
Yeah.
felt like in the moment they were like it'll be fine, like, whatever, but I'm like, wait, no, I haven't thought about this at all yet. Like,
Yeah, it's like I will have a 5-month-old baby on a boat.
yeah, like, and you can't get off, right? Like,
No.
yeah. So, and it's like I don't know, like, do babies get motion sickness? Like,
Yeah.
so I don't know. I would love to go, but I don't
Yeah.
even know if we might just stay at the Airbnb or something if I
Yeah.
can't figure that out.
Yeah. That's a tough one.
Yeah. So, yeah, just things like that. It's like getting closer and closer. It's like you feel like you're being really prepared and you're like thinking about
Mhm.
everything, but then like something will just come up like every day with that. I'm like, oh my God, I haven't even thought about that,
Yeah, for real.
So yeah, that's what's new. Um, so let's do the memory segment. Um, I'll go first.
Okay.
So my first memory of you, Ronnie, is meeting you at Luke's house. I think it was somebody's birthday. I can't remember who. Or maybe it was just a game night or something.
Yeah.
But it was like you and Derek and Luke, and I believe Dylan was there, and
Yeah.
me and Philip. And I remember just like immediately you and I just like started talking about like deaths in our family
Oh,
and like
yes, that's what it was. Always,
yeah.
always with me. I will literally It's so embarrassing when I think
Well, it
about
was
it.
perfect because I did it too. Like I
I know.
started it, I think. Um, and you were like so on board to be like I was like, I don't even know this girl's last name, but we're
Nope.
like talking about like trauma and
Yep.
death and like ghosts. It was awesome.
Like, oh my god, it's so embarrassing when I think about it, but, like, as a child, like, I would trauma dump, like,
Really?
nobody's business to the first people I would meet. In school, whenever, like, we had to write about a project, I would write about, like, my trauma.
But
I
that's
don't
what's
know
on
if
your
my
mind. Like
I don't know if my teachers ever brought it up with my dad or not, but, like, I it was just like, "Imma talk about it." I don't know.
it's on your mind, like why not?
Yeah. So I'm not surprised that that was our first meeting of us just trauma dumping.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We like talked about ADHD. We talked about like all kinds of mental health stuff. Like we just like everything, and it was perfect for me because
It
like
was, yeah.
I don't want to talk like small talk, especially when
Oh, I
somebody
hate it.
has like actual rich things to talk about. It's like that would be
Mhm.
such a waste of our time. So we just got right down to business.
Oh my god, yeah, it was so great.
Yeah, I just remember Philip too, like leaning in and kind of like touching my arm, being like, "Are
He
you okay?" Like,
he's like, "You're talking about this stuff, you wanna talk about this stuff?" You're like, "Oh, yeah."
yeah, I was like, "Leave me alone. Like, we're
Yeah.
busy." Like,
Yeah, they were doing their own thing. We were
they were.
happily just, like, talking to each other.
Yeah, we entertained each other pretty well there.
Mhm.
Yeah, so that was fun. Do you have any other perspective on that, or do you have another memory you want to share?
I just always think about that, the memory of, we were over once again at Luke's house for a game night, and this was after the, yellow card contest or the concert, and
Oh
we
yeah.
could not remember if we had actually seen each other there because we were both there, and we didn't know if we had actually seen each other or not, but we were totally convinced, like, "Oh, yeah, I knew, like, we talked to each other, right?" Like
That was really funny. Yeah, I think we both were compromised at the
yes.
concert.
So we totally were just like, "Yeah?"
Yeah, you were like, I saw you. We
I
talked. And
swear
I
to
was like, maybe we did. Like I was like, I believe
God.
you. Like
We fully convinced ourselves, whether or not it's true.
Yeah, no, that was fun. Good times. Um, okay. So, do you want to first, before we get into the meat of the episode, let's talk about your like history with RuPaul's Drag Race.
Sure. So I think I was introduced to RuPaul's Drag Race when I was in college because one of my classmates in the fashion department, because I initially went to Texas Women's University for fashion design. And so one of my classmates was like always talking about it. And I'm like, what is she talking about? This sounds like amazing. 'Cause she was talking about like all the drama and all like the looks that queens were wearing and stuff. And I was like, I have to know what this is. And so I think I found either it was seasons 2 through 5, maybe on Netflix at the time.
Hmm.
This was what, 2012, 2011, maybe?
Okay.
Um, and so I, like, binge watch all of those because, like, that's a bingeable show. You start
For
that and you're
sure.
like, "I'm addicted." I never went back and watched season 1 until later just because I heard of, like, how awful it was. Because I think I had also seen the clip of, oh god, I cannot remember which queen it was that took a tumble, but, like, she saved it by spinning on her butt. And,
Oh
like, getting back up
yeah.
and finish the runway from season 1, I think I'd seen the clip on, like, Tumblr, and I didn't know where it was from, and then, like, once I realized it was Drag Race, I was like, "Oh my god, absolutely." And then I think the first season I watched live was season 6 with Bianca, and,
Okay.
like, I
Oh
watched that all
yeah.
the way through to the finale, and yeah, I've just watched, like, every single season since then.
Aw. Yeah, you have like such a great like command of drag race lore,
Oh my
as they'll
god.
call it. Like it's pretty
I've
impressive.
watched it so many times. Like,
Yeah,
I've gone back and just binge watched, like, so many seasons. Season 12 of the, like, regular show is my absolute favorite. I've got my Jada shirt on today.
yay, Jada
Um,
Essence Hall.
Jada Essence Hall, absolute favorite, Essence of Beauty, love her. And I don't know if it was just, the 2020 year of 2020, craziness and nostalgia that made it what it was, but I love that season. I think it's a great season.
Yeah, Jada definitely deserved the win
Oh,
on that one,
yes,
in my
she
opinion.
absolutely
She was awesome, like consistently. Um, yeah, I, so my history with RuPaul's Drag Race is very different, as you know.
did.
I had never watched any of it, just like seen a few memes and clips on Twitter until I think it was November of 2024 last year.
Yeah.
I just started watching, I think just because you and I had talked about it, and
Mhm.
like I was like, you know what? Like I'm gonna give this a shot because
Would
it's all
not
on
shut up
Paramount
about it
Plus. Do
probably.
what?
'Cause I would not shut up about it probably.
No, I was like, I'm gonna give this a shot. And I had surgery in
Oh,
December
yeah,
of
yeah,
that
yeah,
year.
yeah.
And so that was like when I really like, I had already started it, but I like binged big time when I was recovering from surgery. And it is like such an inspiring show to me. Like
It
literally,
really
like spiritually, it has like made such a huge impact on me. It took me a year, but I watched literally every season, 1
Mhm.
through 17. So I did binge it, and like I because I went so fast through it, I think like sometimes I forget queens' names and I
Oh,
forget
sure.
who won, and like I have to like refresh my memory a lot because I just went through it so fast. But I think that like Paul has created the best TV show on earth with
Absolutely,
this show.
100%.
And I think I read a phrase um, recently about like it was called wounded femininity. And people were using it in the like terms of like most women in the United States in Western culture are living with like wounded femininity in some way, where like the way that we chose to express our femininity when we were little girls was like shamed and
Mm,
like most of the time honestly by other women.
yes.
And there's something about RuPaul's Drag Race that like is healing that for me. Like
Mm,
I think, and I think it's like good for society. Like I don't know. I think
yeah.
it's because it's mostly men like bringing this like glorious, like worshipful attitude towards femininity,
Yeah.
and like they just like get out there on that stage like they are the hottest thing in the world, and they
Yes.
are,
They
you
are.
know? And
I
it's
know, that's
like,
why I love Jada so much because, one of the things I think she said in her season was that she doesn't really say that she, is a f or I believe she says she's like a female impersonator because she just loves women, and she has so many, like, strong women in her life that she, like, pays homage to them by doing drag. And
aw.
I think that's like a big part of drag for a lot of like the drag artists is paying homage to a lot of the women in their lives that have helped them.
Yes, I've noticed that theme a lot too. Like they'll come out with a runway look and be like, this is inspired by my grandmother. Like
Yeah.
this is inspired by my mom. She's like such a badass, like, and I like it's so touching to me. And I think that like I I've seen that like some women like get jealous, I think, when they
Oh,
see drag
sure.
queens and they're like, no, they're like intruding on our like realm as women or whatever. And
Right.
it's like you're jealous and like you need to sit with that and like
Yeah,
figure
for
out why
real.
you're jealous. Why do you feel like you couldn't go out there and do that?
Yeah.
Like that's what I feel like that is like jealousy is just an emotion, and you should listen to what it's telling you, which is that
Yeah.
you want to get out there and like look like a badass, and
Exactly.
somebody told you you couldn't. So
Mhm.
like deal with that instead of like trying to stop other people
Oh,
from
absolutely.
doing it. Yeah. So that's kind of my take on it and my history with like how much I love this show. So cool. Okay, so do you want to get into the episode? Okay, so starting with the intros, um, what are some of your like initial takeaways?
So, a lot of Florida queens.
I was gonna say that. Yeah, there's a Florida block.
Yeah, and they're all like kind of in the same family for the most part,
Yeah,
which
yeah,
is
they're
kind of
all very
crazy.
interconnected. Yeah.
Yeah. My first thought with Athena, like the moment she walked in, I was like, Alexis Michelle? I was like, is she back? Is she here? But I mean, like, and even in her like out of drag in the confessional, I was like, she still kind of looks like Alexis Michelle, like with her haircut and everything like that.
Yeah, totally see that. Her skin tone is very
Hmm.
similar. Yeah. Yeah, I think she seems like a firecracker.
Yeah,
Um,
for sure. A lot
she
of
seems,
season queens, which should be interesting.
I'm excited about that.
Yes.
That is a criticism that I had of like the later seasons
Oh
of
my
Drag
god.
Race.
Season 17 with all the like the number of young queens they had and like kind of how delusional they were. Oh my god.
Yeah, just like the TikTok kind of vibe of like
Yes.
not really having the like experience in performing in front of people. It was just like it got old, you know.
Yes.
It did create some good drama though.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. The drama on like last season was crazy, like through the roof. So I'll be interested to see like how that carries over this season with
Yeah.
season queens to see if it's still the same level or slightly different.
Yeah. I
There's
noticed
definitely
with
some villains.
yeah, okay, so who do you think are the villains so far?
Briar Blush for
Yeah.
sure came in immediately with the meh, and like I was like, oh, okay, this is how we're gonna be. But saying that she's like known for having black hair, I'm like, well, Michelle will have a problem with that if you wear it on every runway. So you got to be careful.
Mm,
But
that's a good point. Yeah.
uh,
Yeah, did you watch Untucked?
yes,
Yeah, I think was it Breyer that was like getting in front of the camera too, like in the little selfie area. There was a point when I think it
yes,
was Breyer,
yes.
she was annoying people in the selfie
Oh
station or
yeah,
whatever.
she's definitely like putting herself in people's business, offering unsolicited like criticism, all that kind of stuff. She's trying to be the villain, that's for sure. And you know what? I could appreciate it.
Yeah, go for it. I
Yeah.
love a sassy Boston girl.
Oh yes. Oh yeah, she's from Boston too, so you know she's got some attitude.
I love it. Go for it. Um, who else did you feel like they were setting up to be a villain,
Let's see. Um,
if anyone?
I mean, Briar definitely stood out. Uh, Jane Don't could be like she could be shady. I don't think she's gonna be like a villain, but she's definitely going to be kind of like shady because she's like a comedy queen and she comes from like being related to Irene, and Irene, like, oh my god, she's so
Irene's crazy shady too.
she's
Yeah.
so shady, but I love it, because like it's coming from the heart. It's not coming from, a bad place. So, but it could be misconstrued. So that could happen with Jane Doe too.
That's how so this is a really interesting point because I felt like with Irene, she came into a season that was full of young,
Yeah.
unexperienced queens, and
Yes.
she's extremely experienced. And so that wasn't one of the conflicts I felt was like very pronounced on that season when she was only on for one episode or whatever, but
Yeah.
she like was like doing like pretty normal like shade that's like
Hmm.
funny and like not personal, and the young queens were kind of like
They were like, oh my god, she's
like,
so mean.
she's so mean. And I was like, what are y'all talking about? She's cool. She's funny,
Yeah.
like play with her a little bit.
Yeah.
So I thought that was like kind of weird. But I came out of it loving Irene and thinking she
Oh,
was a
love her.
badass.
And her on All Stars 10. I know you haven't gone there yet, but her on All Stars 10 is like amazing.
Okay, so glad because I wanted her to get another chance. Like
Yes.
she
Yeah.
deserves another chance to
Oh,
shine
absolutely.
for sure. Um, so yeah, she's great. But like Jane don't. I got like a very different vibe from her. First of all, she came in and she really does look like she's trying to look like Monsoon.
Oh my God. I'm another redhead from Seattle. Like, how
I
many
know.
do we have at this point?
Like when she walked in, I was like immediately like, where is she from? Where is she from? And when they
Yeah.
said Seattle, I was like, you're kidding. Like
Yeah.
you are trying to be Jinx Monsoon. Like you don't have to wear that red wig like that, you know?
Oh my God.
And Jinx is like so like kind and like
Mhm.
sweethearted and like yes, she's like awesome at insulting people as well, but in like the most like transcendent way.
Yes, yeah.
And I don't know. I felt like she was getting a little like big head, you know,
Oh,
especially
yeah,
after she
for
was in the
sure.
top.
Oh, for her, yeah. I mean, we could get into her look later and my opinions on it, but,
I'm excited.
And I guess the other person that maybe not villainy, but certainly maybe causing some discourse, appropriately named, Discord Adams.
Yes.
And
Discord was, yeah, had a bad
when
attitude.
when she said that, when, like, she saw Nini's look, and she was like, "I hate rainbows," I'm like, "Can you can you be a gay person and hate rainbows?" Like
I
I don't
did
know,
laugh
it doesn't
out
make
loud
sense
at
to
that
me.
because I was like, you don't offer any context. At least be like, I know that I'm gay and like I support gay rights. I just don't
Yeah,
like rainbows. She was just like, I hate them.
I hate rainbows.
And it's like, okay.
So, obviously, Discord is gonna hate Nini for the rest of the season.
Yeah,
Represents everything she hates.
that's going to be some major drama, I think, between her and Nini. Unfortunately, yeah, she definitely like as soon as she was safe. That always like there's always a queen. I feel like most seasons that like is safe and is like
Doesn't
furious about
understand
it.
it. Oh my
Can't
god.
can't handle it. Yeah, I really feel like get to that a little bit later about like why we think people were in the top and not.
Yeah.
But anyways, the other person that I thought was potentially like a villain, at least from my perspective, Athena.
Yeah.
I thought it was really interesting that like her granddaughter, whatever, is
Right.
there and like she wouldn't help her in the
Yeah,
workroom.
like, and she's like, "Oh, I took sewing classes before I got here," and I'm like, "You didn't bother to tell that to your drag daughter?" Like,
Right. And it's like people helped her, but just like not you.
yeah.
And then she also like there seems to be some jealousy between them already because she was like walked in and what's her name,
She's,
Juicy,
yeah, Juicy, she said she was the princess of,
Prince of Miami and
Miami and
Mykonos.
Mykonos.
And Athena, to be fair, her name is Athena.
Her name is Athena, so yeah.
She was like, I'm the Mykonos one, she's only like a Mykonos bitch because I let her be.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, there's some tension in the Miami block, like
Yeah.
interesting. I was thinking like Jane. I think Jane was the one that said like, "Oh, these Miami girls like are all going to have each other's back, or the Florida girls are going
I
to
don't
have each
know,
other's
yeah, I don't
back." And I'm
know.
like, I don't know. They seem to not be unified, so
Yeah,
we'll
for
see.
sure.
Yeah. What about your like favorites? Like, who stood out to
My
you in the intros?
favorites, definitely Nene.
Yeah.
I really did enjoy Nene. She's a Denver queen, which I have tended to love, Denver queens like Evie and
Yeah.
Willow. So I'm excited, to see, what she brings. She definitely, like, I can't remember what it was, what specific line she said in the entrance, but she said something and it sounded exactly like Alyssa Edwards.
Yeah.
And then for RuPaul during
Alicia
her
Edwards.
video, Alicia Edwards, out of all of the queens, you would think that Ru would actually remember Alyssa's name. Like, come
I was
on.
like, is Rue getting dementia? Like, what? Oh my gosh.
But yeah, so Nene, is definitely one that I'm watching, and I think I kind of she didn't really get like a big moment in the season in the first episode, but that's fine. But was it Mickey?
Yeah, Mikey. I think she
Mikey,
said
Mikey.
Mikey. Yeah, yeah, she was cute. She came in the like purple
Yeah, she
outfit.
was the
Is that
last
right?
one.
Yeah.
She was cute. She her out of drag in the confessional was giving very much a girl has no name, Arya Stark.
Yes,
Like
she did look like Arya Stark.
I
She was
was
the one
like,
that
okay,
had
girl.
the haircut, right? The like mullety kind of haircut. Am I
No, that was
mixing that up?
Briar.
That was Briar. Okay, my bad. Okay. But yeah, both of them kind of look similar out of drag.
Yeah, a little
Okay.
bit. Yeah, they both have like longer hair for sure.
Okay, cute. Yeah, she seemed really cute. Did we'll talk about her like runway look and stuff too.
Yeah.
Um, Based on intros alone, I love a spooky queen, so I was interested in Sierra Mist.
Yeah, you love a
Yeah,
spooky queen.
I love a spooky queen. So I didn't go on to love her runway look, but I'm
Yeah,
interested to see.
it was fine.
Yeah, I try to give like a little bit of grace when it's
Yeah.
the like cheap garbage
Yeah, the
challenge where
unconventional,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So I liked her. And then I feel really bad because I loved Mandy Mango when she first walked in. She was so
She was giving Nurse Joy, which
Nurse
is kind of
Joy.
cute from like Pokemon.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah,
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
cute. Yes. I was
And
like, is
she
that
yeah.
a queen that I forgot?
Yes. Actually. Yeah, she's super cute. Like her confessional and everything, like she seems super cute. I just she definitely doesn't seem she seems new. I don't know if she said how long she was doing drag for,
Not
but
that
she
I
definitely
noticed.
yeah, seems kind of newish. And then her makeup, it's not very drag. And I'm surprised they didn't call her out on it and maybe it just didn't make the cut or something. I don't know. But um
They already
she
had a
was
lot to call her out on.
they did, unfortunately. But yeah, her makeup's not like drag enough for me.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, she just had a really cute personality, and I love
Yeah.
Philadelphia. I love people from
Yeah.
Philadelphia, so I was like excited about her. But yeah, being a nurse is a really, really
Oh,
hard job.
I mean, she's got a lot going on outside of drag. So for her to be doing drag is crazy.
It is, and like you
I
said,
applaud
like oh, for sure. That's why I'm rooting for her is
her.
because like I
Right.
want her to be able to like invest in her art more. But like yeah, it's a really hard job, and I don't know how long she's been doing drag, but it's like even if she has been doing it for a while, it's like she probably doesn't have very many hours in the day to
For
devote to it
sure.
anyway. So yeah, that's a bummer. But I thought she was really cute, and I love her
Yeah.
name.
Yeah, she's really sweet.
Cool. Anything else you want to say about the intros?
Um, I noticed a lot of Schiaparelli kind of inspired looks from the queens, which if you aren't aware of the designer
Enlighten us.
Schiaparelli,
Yeah.
they if nobody knew, I love fashion. But like a lot of like I think Athena had a look where she kind of had these gold hands kind of
Hmm.
coming out, and Jane Don't had these like pins, and some had like eyes and lips, and like, and
Right.
I think Mikey had that as well. And that's just a lot of like what Schiaparelli has done recently, where they've got bags that have like eyes and lips and ears, and like
Hmm.
some like funky like hand things. Like Doja Cat has worn Schiaparelli. Kylie Jenner has worn Schiaparelli to things, and it's a very kind of like conceptual designer. So
Yeah,
I
I
saw
think
a
I've
lot of
seen that.
those, which I'm not surprised.
Yeah, I think I've seen that like maybe a belt that was like two hands or
Yeah.
something, like things like that. Yeah, cool. That's an insight that I would not have. So thank you. Anything else?
I think Discord Adams for me had the biggest transformation from like going
Hmm.
in drag to out of drag. I would have not thought that that's how they would look as a boy.
Yeah. I think there were points when she was talking out of drag, and I was like, who is that? Like,
And I loved her hair. Her hair for her entrance look was super cute.
remind me what it was?
It was she had like a blonde wig and then it had like leopard print
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
like
Yeah, that's right.
I thought that was really cool.
I think it was Rod. No, I'm trying to remember who it was on, I think season 6 of All Stars. No, it was season 7. It was Trinity. She did that. She had a
Yes.
wig
That
that
was cute.
had that was really cute too. So I had just seen that, and then I saw it on Discord. That was really cute.
Yeah.
Um, it always looks really like bold and fashionable. Um, okay, so the next thing was the scream challenge. This was just annoying to me.
I didn't get it. I didn't understand it. I would have liked it better if maybe they were doing like a photo shoot like of a scream or if it was a different concept. Cause like
Yeah.
I didn't get it.
Yeah, that's what I thought they were doing the whole time, was that it was going to be a photo shoot, because they've done
Yeah.
that as the first mini challenge many times.
Yeah.
And like that's more fun because it's like you get just like a still image that kind of is surprising after you see all but it was just
Yeah.
like a video.
I don't even
Um,
know. I guess
I don't know.
a live performance. I don't know.
Yeah. I didn't get it. I didn't understand why Kenya won. It was just like
I
a
mean, she
lot
was
of,
funny. I'll give her that. Like
she did do the thing where she was like acting like she was casting out demons or
yeah.
whatever. That was funny. But
But
yeah,
other than that, it was weird. I don't know.
yeah, not my favorite. I was just tired of listening to everybody scream at a certain point. Um, um, oh, speaking of like getting out of drag, I have a question for you. All the queens, all of history, who do you think is the most attractive
Ooh.
in drag and the most attractive out of drag?
In drag, Bosco.
Ooh, okay, that's a
I
good
mean,
one.
you once again, you haven't seen All Stars 10 yet, but once you get to All Stars 10, I swear to God, you will understand what I'm talking about.
No, because she was hot on her season. She
Yeah,
was super hot on
she
her
gets hotter.
season.
She gets hotter.
Oh, good. Okay, I'm really looking forward to All Stars 10 now.
Like people are like bisexuals will not make it through All Stars 10
Okay, I'm
because they
pumped.
had Bosco and what was it? Denali Fox, Denali, yeah.
Okay,
And
yeah.
like it was just off the
Huh.
charts. Let's see, out of drag, who's the most attractive? Oh God. Uh, if you had asked me a couple years ago, I probably would have said Milk, but
Okay.
that changed after Milk on All Stars 3 because that attitude had to go.
The attitude was out of control on
Attitude
that
was a killer
season.
for sure.
Yeah.
But what do you think?
I think out of drag for me is Raja, especially
Oh,
during her
yeah.
season. Whew. In drag, Katya.
Oh my God. Yes, love it.
I don't know what it is about Katya, but anytime she's in drag, I'm like, oh my God, this woman
She
is
is
so hot.
she is. She really is.
She's just so confident or something.
Yes.
It's like, yeah. Okay, fun. Okay, so then we go to the design challenge. Um,
Which, thank God, back to
yeah.
form, Drag Race, no more talent show
So
on
you
the
were
first
not
episode.
a fan of the talent show opener.
I mean, I was like when they first introduced it, I was like, okay, this is kind of cool, but they did it like I don't know how many seasons now it's been, and I'm like, can we get past this, please? Like,
Yeah, it was like
because then it
5
just turned
seasons in a
into
row.
like making their own songs and lip syncing to it, and I was like, there's no talent here. Like, sorry, like some of the songs are good and stuff, but it's like not. And like this is lip syncing is what you do as a job, so like show us something else.
Yeah, there were only a few of those that were ever really memorable for me.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
too.
So yeah, I think I love the design challenges, always
Love
have.
them always.
Um, I think the queens don't necessarily love them, but
Yeah,
I do. So I was
but,
happy to see it go
because it's
back.
like these queens would not make it through the original seasons. Because on the original seasons, design, like, almost every single episode, they
Had
were
some
having to design
element of
something.
design. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So, that was a weird thing. You said you didn't watch season one?
I mean, I went back. I
You did
didn't
go back.
start
Okay.
on season 1, but I got back to it, like, after a while, I was like, "Okay, I'll just watch it." Like, it was hard because, gosh, that first season is rough,
Yeah.
but yeah.
That okay. Side note on season one, there were a ton of design challenges,
Yes.
which I loved. I had no idea until she was on All Stars that BB didn't sew. I was so confused when she said she doesn't sew on All Stars,
Yeah.
whatever she was on, because how did you win season one not sewing? There were like five design
Yeah.
challenges.
It's a miracle, truly.
It's like they cut out everybody helping her or something. I
Yes,
don't know.
pretty much.
So weird. But I mean, she had some great looks on season one, so
Oh, yeah.
good for her, I guess. Um, okay, going back to Design Challenge, what were your thoughts overall, like, watching them get ready and grab materials and all that kind of stuff?
Loved the, Hormona Bob cameo. That was
Yeah.
hilarious. Sad that no one grabbed it, but whatever, Yeah, again with the, like, Athena not offering, any advice, I was kind of like, "Okay, girl, if that's how
Yeah.
you wanna play it, I guess," you know? She was talking about how you gotta put your mask on first before helping your child, but,
Or just
uh
don't help your child at
just don't
all.
help your child. Truly what she did. I think it was, Discord Adams who was like, "I grabbed all my favorite things, like black, chains and pampas grass," and I was like, "Pampas grass is one of your favorite things?" I was like, "I mean, I had that at my wedding, but okay."
I love pampas grass too. I get it.
That is true. It is great.
It is great, and her look turned out really cute.
Yeah, it did. I wouldn't say it was groundbreaking, like
No,
she apparently thought it was, but
no. I think what kept her from being in the top was her walk, though.
oh my god, her walk, her
That
leading with the pelvis, wow, which is,
was a
like, not
choice.
how women walk. Not that,
Eh,
like, you have to walk like a woman to be a drag, but it's just, like, it is a very, like, not feminine walk.
well, and it just didn't look like it was on purpose either. Like Philip was actually had a really good point. He was like, sometimes the queens will like walk really weird on purpose. Like
Yeah,
Evie Oddly, she's
sure.
always
Yes.
doing some kind of weird walk. But it's like intentional.
Yeah, yeah.
And like it goes with the theme of the outfit, but it's like literally like Discord was like she said like her inspiration was Cardi B, I think. And I was like, that ain't how Cardi B walks,
That is
girl. Like
not how Cardi B walks. It reminded me of, that contestant from America's Next Top Model, like, on the 2nd season where, Miss J was like, "Girl, you walk like you are on crack." Like, because her eyes would always be wide, and she was like and she would lead with her pelvis, and so that's what Discord was doing, and I just love that Rue and Michelle were like, "What is that?" Like,
Yeah.
music died, it was just like they isolated their mics, and they were like, "What is that?"
Yeah. Sell the garment, Discord. Um
Yeah.
yeah, so that was funny. I was so excited that Cardi B was the guest judge. I
Oh
when
my
they
god.
announced that, I got so
Talk about
excited.
perfect timing. I know, like, they
Yeah.
filmed this, like, way before, like, anything happened, but wow.
It was
perfect
like
timing.
destiny, yeah, for her to come out.
Truly,
Yeah, totally.
perfect timing for her, and especially for her to bring the dolls because we know who doesn't support the dolls
We
is Nicki
do.
Minaj,
We do. We do know that now.
which is
Um,
unfortunate, but what can you do?
I loved their coordinating outfits. Definitely, you said
Yes,
Power Rangers. That was
Power
definitely
Rangers, yes.
an inspiration. Loved the color coordinating. Cardi looked like a villain though.
Yes, she
Um,
did. But I
I
don't
w-
mind it. I
oh,
think
I
she
don't
would
mind it at
have been,
all. It was
you know?
powerful. Yeah.
Yeah.
I it was driving me crazy because okay, the references I saw on Twitter were Jade from Mortal Kombat is what they
Oh,
thought she
okay.
looked like. I also thought Avatar: The Last Airbender,
Hmm.
Kyoshi, is that her name?
Yes, yeah,
Kyoshi,
the
yeah,
Fashion
and her
Warriors,
girls.
oh gosh, I can't remember the avatar, but yeah.
Yeah, that's what it kind of reminded me of, like the hair and
Yes,
the like headpiece and everything. But yeah, she looked like an otherworldly villain.
yes, for
That was
sure.
pretty cool. Definitely appropriate for Drag Race.
Yes, and she was, the villain judge because she hated a lot of things on the runway.
I know. Yeah, so what were your thoughts about her judging?
I think they were fair, for sure. I mean, eh, the one thing I didn't understand why they loved Jane's look so much. Um, I mean, it was well executed. It didn't look bad or anything like that. I just didn't love it as much. And
That
like,
was, yeah, the whole consensus of our group too. Yeah.
yeah, and like, she said it was like Mugler and like Isaac Mizrahi like inspired like Technicolor stuff. And then I saw it and I'm just like, I don't see the reference.
It just didn't look very like eye-catching to me. It
It
all
looked
kind of like
dated.
ran together, dated for
Yeah.
sure. It all kind of ran
Because like she's one
together.
of those people who loves like kind of like the old like she said she loves like Bette Midler and stuff like that. So like you see that and it can be tough with queens that draw inspiration from that to not look dated.
Right, right.
So I
I did
didn't
think
get why they loved it so much. I don't know.
my theory on that was the jacket, which they did confirm later, is like
Oh, okay.
I was like, I bet she's in the top because she made a jacket out of
Oh,
trash,
true.
essentially, which is really hard to make.
Yeah,
But it
absolutely.
just didn't, you know, like as a TV viewer, I was kind of like,
Yeah,
it looks
maybe it was
fine.
different in person. I don't know.
That's what I was thinking too about like Nini's look, because like clearly all the
I
queens,
loved I really loved how creative that was and the
yeah,
color choice. I think it stood out because of the color choice too, because if it was another color, maybe it wouldn't have gone as well. Um,
totally.
but yeah,
Um,
then once again, she didn't choose fabric. Um, and but
it really stood out because it was so structured and like
yes.
eye catching, and like that looked amazing on TV.
Yes.
I can see as soon as she came out, I was kind of like, that's going to be controversial because it's paper. I bet in person, I was worried that the judges weren't going to like it, but
Oh,
the judges
really?
appreciated it. The queens all hated it.
Oh, the
I
queens
think,
hated it.
I think because it probably does look like crappy paper in person,
Yeah,
you
it
know?
probably does.
Yeah,
But I
but
think on the runway, it had a different effect. It sucks that the back kind of like the top was kind of, but I mean, what can you do? I don't know. I loved it,
me too, me too. It was
and
like
oh my
definitely the
god,
most memorable.
when in Untucked, when Discord was like, "I will pass away if Cardi like says she wants to wear Nini's look," and I'm like, "Girl, you still living?" Like, she said
Cut
it.
to,
Yeah,
I
like,
would
girl,
wear this outside. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that was really funny. Yeah, okay. We'll get into, I guess we'll go ahead and get into just like all the looks. We've talked about Jane, we've talked about Nene. Who was the other person that was in the top? Oh,
Uh,
Vita.
Vita, I that was amazing.
that was incredible. As soon as she turned the corner, I was like, "Oh, they're gonna love this Audrey
Yes,
Hepburn look." Um, really, as
because
soon
she
as she
didn't
pulled out
go
those umbrellas
yeah, and
in
she
the
didn't go the
design
typical
challenge.
route with the umbrella where she could have just taken the full umbrella and make like a circle skirt or something like that. She took it
No,
apart.
she took it apart and like built a. It was like truly My Fair Lady. Like could have
Yes.
like looked like it could have been in the movie.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
And I think
Um,
for me, she won the design challenge.
I agree. I think
She
she was
won
the
the design
best.
challenge, but since it came down to a lip sync and like Nene killed it.
Well, I thought both of them seemed kind of restricted, honestly. That's something I want to talk to you about because in All Stars, they usually let them take time to change in between the challenge and or the runway and the lip sync. I hate that they don't let them do that on Drag Race because
I
you
know.
can't really do a good lip sync in those gowns like that in either of them. And I felt
Yeah.
bad because this was Luke and Madison came with us last night
Yeah.
to the show, and this was like Luke's first lip sync he'd ever seen,
Oh my god.
and so I was like, "There's a lot more cooler stuff that they can
Yeah,
do,"
yeah,
you
yeah.
know. So I was kind of like disappointed because I thought both of them were like I
But
could tell
they did a
like
good job, yeah.
they did a good job. They did the best they could, but I was
Yeah.
like, they're both restricted by their outfits.
Yeah.
And I could tell even like when they were like getting ready to lip sync, Vita, her face, she just looked like not excited or
Yeah,
happy
'cause
at
she's
all. And I was
new.
like, if I was her, I'd be sitting there thinking, I'm gonna lose this lip sync because I cannot move in this dress. Like,
Yeah.
you know, yeah. So it was a bummer.
But and then another non-elimination. And then we're back to not true to form, and I thought we were back, and then they were like, "No elimination." I was like, "Why?"
Literally, the whole bar booed when they said that.
It's true. The
Yeah.
number of times we've done that recently, I'm like, "Okay, maybe it's an episode count thing." I don't know. But
Yeah. Um, okay, yeah. Okay, going to the bottom queens. First of all, what did you think of Juicy's outfit?
I loved the top up. The
Me
top
too.
up, she actually looked really nice. I agree with Michelle where, like, her features, like, how wide set her eyes are, gorgeous. And, like, the way she does her makeup, beautiful.
Hmm.
Uh, yeah, and then the bottom could have just she should have done something different. Not sure what she could have done, but I mean, like Cardi said, like, she could have just done the blue panty, and it
Yeah, I
would've
think
worked.
that would have looked better too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I felt like because the top was so good and the like way she sold it was so
Yeah.
pretty, I was kind of surprised that she ended up in the bottom. I felt like there were some other queens that were like maybe a little more poorly constructed.
Who do you think?
Um, okay, so
Spill the
let me look
tea.
at my
Spill the
notes
tea. You
here.
said it.
Um, I actually thought Sierra was like, meh,
Yeah.
not my favorite.
It wasn't like yeah, it wasn't stand out. It was fine. Nothing innovative.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, and I thought Dee Dee with the foil dress, I did not think that looked good.
It was yeah, once again, it was fine. She mentioned Moschino and Galliano, and I was like, "Okay, I can see the Moschino inspiration." But Galliano, I was like, yeah, absolutely not. Galliano, would not have made something like that.
See,
Absolutely
this
not.
is great. Like this is I know that like this is important to RuPaul and the judges,
Yeah.
like the like references, and this is something that I don't know anything about. I'm just like, that looks like crap or that looks great, you know. Um but yeah, that just struck me. And it might have been a TV thing too, but
Yeah.
it just looked really bad in the lights on TV. Um, and then okay, I know you like Mikey, but I thought her outfit was a little bit, yeah, it was a little
Yeah.
messy.
Yeah, it looked heavy. And, like, I know yeah, like because it was made from curtains, but, like, you can make something from curtains and it not look heavy, but it looked heavy.
It looked heavy and just like a little bit like unfinished or like
Yeah.
I don't know. It looked a little like cheap to me.
Yes. Yeah, for real.
Um,
It did, yeah.
but I mean, it's not. It was close. Like I agree
Yeah.
that. Juicy's bottoms were ugly too. So it's like, it's not like a travesty or
Yeah.
anything, but I was just a little surprised because I was like, ooh, that blue, like that
Oh, it
all
was
looked
beautiful
really
on
good
her.
on TV. And also I thought it was funny because like she had just been saying like I'm the Mykonos queen or whatever, and there's
Yes.
like it was like Mykonos blue, baby, like
Yeah, yeah.
in the white and everything. So yeah, thought that was interesting. Any other thoughts on Juicy?
Um, I thought she was getting a little too down on herself. Um, in Untucked. Because I mean, I think she thought she was going home. And I'm like, girl, like they liked other things. Like, I think you're okay. Like, I personally, I was like, I don't think she needs to get down on herself that much.
Yeah, that struck me as like sad too. Like she seemed like, I think she said, I just feel like a loser or I feel like
Yeah.
stupid or something. And I was like, girl, like you did good, you
Yeah.
know?
Like Cardi said, like you basically sold it.
Yeah.
We're walking the runway. So like it's like I think you're fine.
Yeah. I agree. I hope I am like suspicious that it's related to her like family dynamics, like her drag family dynamics, you know?
Probably. And then just she's young. So,
Yeah,
those insecurities.
for sure. Okay, so what do you think of Kenya?
Oh, Kenya. Yeah, she was definitely overwhelmed by the challenge and I guess she didn't grab as much as she should have. Like they didn't
Right.
really go through like what all she grabs really, but um she did what she could with what she had. It wasn't terrible. Like I think she did sell it on the runway. Like the top was actually nicely constructed.
Hmm.
Uh, the skirt, yeah, definitely let her down. A similar issue to like what Juicy had, but I think she sold it, but it was definitely a bottom look.
Yeah, I could tell as soon as she came around the corner that she was going to be in the bottom. It was just again like unfinished, trashy kind of looking.
Yeah.
But based on how much she was freaking out during the design challenge, I was like, it's better than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
was like, okay, no, I think she actually is kind of selling it.
yeah. What do you think about Mandy Mango?
Oh, Mandy Mango. Oh, the silhouette just was not good. It was like really sloppy. The flower garlands hanging off. I was like, why does she do that? That does not look good. Like she should have put flowers, like more flowers on the dress. She should have used that on the dress itself.
Yeah,
And once again, her makeup, it was not drag makeup. It wasn't bright and strong enough for the
yeah.
stage.
I actually thought the headpiece, the rose, wasn't terrible.
Yeah, I did
Um,
really like that.
and I was like, did you just like work way too hard on that and then
She
run out
might
of
have.
time or something? Because yeah, the rest of it was just the burlappy look. That's what
Yeah,
I said immediately when she came around the corner. I was like, is that burlap? Like,
yeah.
ooh.
It
And
looked really rough.
yeah, it was just like uneven and not great.
Mhm.
Um, so I'm also glad that we get one more chance to see Mandy because I don't
Yeah,
like,
I hope she can redeem herself.
I hope she can too. I'm glad she gets one more shot.
Yeah.
But if next week is a disaster too, I'm gonna be like, okay, go home.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
try
Yeah.
again another
Yeah.
time. Um, let's see. We already talked about RuPaul calling Alyssa Alicia
Oh my
Edwards.
god, that was so funny.
Really funny. Anything else you want to talk about with the episode?
Let's see. I do want to say that Athena had her I was supposed to be in the video moment where she was talking about how she was in Lindsay's like Mykonos like club dancing. I was like, "Okay, girl. Let them know."
Yeah. I mean, it's impressive. I know that video. I remember that
Yes.
voice. Like, that's pretty cool.
Oh my god. Um, let's see. Michelle wearing green. I was
Talked
like,
about that
whoa.
too.
I was like, is this the first time she's worn green? I cannot remember, but it might be.
Maybe. I I don't remember what season it was that I saw her say like, I know it's crazy, but I love your green hair. But it was like
Yeah.
one of the All-Star seasons I think I just
Yeah.
watched. And I was like, is she like coming around on green? And then
Yeah.
season opener, what is happening? Michelle's in bright green.
Yeah.
Hell has frozen over.
Truly.
It
And
looks good. I think it looks good with
yeah,
her
she
hair.
looks great.
Yeah.
And
Um,
a RuPaul's look, I liked RuPaul's look. It's better than some of the looks I've seen recently. Like I think in All Stars 10, I don't know. Something about the looks just weren't hitting for me.
really.
And then it might have been in season 17 as well, where I was like, I don't know what's going on, but like she just wasn't, her looks weren't hitting it like previous seasons. So,
I agree. I felt like in season 17 especially, I was like she's been trending older like in general for
mhm.
years now, which is fine. Like she's getting older and so she's like, embracing that I think with her fashion. But I felt like in season 17 it went to the point of like this is just ugly. Like
Yes.
it's like a little like grandma like not
Yeah.
pretty. And then this time she came out in this like
Yeah.
BDSM mini skirt thing and I was like, "Okay, we're back." Like
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
yeah.
And
Um
Star Booty being the music for the runway now for this season. Love it.
yeah, love it. Yeah, me too.
Absolutely love it.
Yeah, all of that was great. The music and the lights and everything. Carson also he had that like kind of plush suit
Yeah.
outfit, that blue, that was really cute. Um, yeah.
Oh my God. I just remembered that Jane Don't called Briar Blush Tegan and Sarah out of drag.
That got a really big laugh in the bar
That
too.
was so funny. That was so funny.
That was really funny. Um, yeah, I hope Jane doesn't get too big of a head. I hope she like
Yeah.
I want her to like say things like that that are funny, but she was
Yeah.
just like people like unnecessary criticism and stuff like during
Yeah, especially
Untucked
in
and
Untucked. Yeah. I can't stand, I cannot stand unnecessary criticism. And I know like, producers could be like in their ears telling them to do that,
sure.
whatever. But like, I don't know, I'm just like, I didn't ask. Like,
Yeah.
I did not ask for your opinion. Please do not give it to me. Like, I don't need to hear it.
Yeah. And it's just like not a good time to like,
No.
especially with Mandy Mango. Like, first of all, I was shocked that some of the queens were like, she could be in the top. I was like, what?
And they were all like, "Oh, Nini's in the bottom." And I was
Yeah,
like, "What is going on?" I was like, "They obviously have some vendetta against Nini for some reason. I don't know."
I don't know either. But yeah, they were like every single prediction they aired on Untucked was wrong, which I thought was really
Yeah.
funny. But then like when it came, Mandy came back and they were like, she's in the bottom. It's like if you want to criticize her look, wait till after she's like out of the doghouse, like out of
Please.
danger, instead of just being like, she's sitting there
Oh,
trying
like
to
Mandy.
process, like,
Yeah.
I'm about to go home, and they're like dogpiling on her when she's just sitting there, like, I felt really
She
bad for her.
literally did nothing, and they're just like, "Oh, yeah, Mandy's looked crap." And it's like, out of nowhere, and you're like, she didn't ask. 2,
No,
no one was even talking about it. Like,
yeah, I felt really bad for her. Yeah, so, and you're right. I'm sure the producers are like trying to egg this on, but I was surprised too because I felt like the drama that was kind of set up in the episode, especially with like the Miami girls and
mhm.
or the Florida girls and um, Athena and Mykonos and like all that kind of stuff. I was like, oh, I'm excited for Untucked. Like
Right.
it's going to
It's
be
the same
crazy,
thing.
but it was kind of mostly just filler.
Yeah.
So that was kind of annoying, but yeah.
Yeah. Um, and then, what were you gonna say something about, Briar's runway look?
Breyer's runway look. What did I say about
She
it?
was
Let's
like
see.
she was like, a cat kind of.
Oh yeah, I put proportions
Yeah.
were bad.
Yeah, proportions were really bad on hers.
Yeah, that was another one that I was like, that could be in the bottom because of the
Oh, and that
proportions.
wig, I was like, "Girl." Like,
Yeah,
it literally looks like she just took it, like, out of the bag, didn't do anything to it, and, like, it was really just small, and I'm like, "That's not gonna cut it." Like, I hope she
no,
brought something else.
no. Yeah, and you're right. That's what she was doing in Untucked was like she was like getting up at the camera, like pretending to be a cat,
Yes.
and I was like, ugh.
Mm. She's definitely trying to be on camera.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. She spiked the camera, while they were getting ready for the runway. After she was talking about like the whole thing with Athena, where she's like, she got mad because I wouldn't make her gloves, like, and she thought I
Oh
was a scammer
yeah.
for all of her stuff. And so, like, Athena was talking back to her, and Briar literally looked at the camera and she was like, "Where does she get off?" And I'm like, "Is this the first time we've had like a fourth wall break on like Drag Race? Like, I don't know."
Yeah, yeah, you're right. That whole drama, totally forgot about that. But that was another piece that I was like, oh, like Untucked's gonna be crazy because like usually on the first episode, they're not like at each other's throats to that degree. Like
Unless you're
Athena,
what, was it 13 or 14 with I think it was 13 with like Candy and
true.
Gottmik and like all of them, like when they first came together. Wow. That Untucked was but that's not, yeah, that's definitely not this group. It doesn't seem like.
Yeah, yeah, I think it was just like Athena and Briar, like, what did Athena say? She was like, advice and help are two different things. You
That
need to
you
learn
need.
both. Like,
I was like, read her. Yes, please. And that's when Briar was like, wow, where does she get off? Crazy.
Yeah. Well, I think it's going to be a good season. I'm
Yeah.
excited.
I
Um,
wouldn't say I got strong impressions from a lot of the queens on the first episode, but, usually it changes, as the season goes on, but we'll see.
yeah. Um, I think I agree too. Like, I don't necessarily see like, besides maybe Athena, I felt like I didn't see like a clear like front runner that's gonna like
Yeah,
sustain. Like I think Nene did really well and set herself up really well, but I'm not
yeah,
sure.
but
Like,
she could, have some sort of weakness, whatever it is.
yeah, I wasn't like overflowing with confidence about
Mhm.
her. Yeah, I also thought Darlene could go either way.
Oh, wow. We haven't mentioned her, like, at all.
I know, but
And
we
so I'm
should.
like, because like, it's true though, like, her entrance look, I hated it.
Me too.
I hated it.
Luke loved it. Luke was like, "She's my favorite." Yeah.
No,
Um,
no.
he just called her Corn. He was like,
Yeah.
"Corn is my favorite." um,
'Cause they were like, she's saying she's from LA, but she's originally from, where was it, Indiana? Or where was it?
I forget where
Remember.
she said she
Somewhere
was
that I guess has
originally.
to do with corn. So she was like wearing that, and I hated that look. I hated that look.
Me too. I felt like she was trying to be Trixie Mattel a little bit,
Yeah, a little bit.
and just
Which,
like
I
the
mean, if
corn,
Dolly Parton is her inspiration, I guess that makes sense.
right? But then I actually really liked her runway look.
You
I
did?
thought,
It
yeah,
wasn't the worst. It was fine. It
yeah,
was different.
it was different. I think it wasn't like too hard to make, and that's why I
No.
wasn't like surprised it didn't end up in the top because it
Yeah,
was like just like that baby doll dress. I don't think that's super hard,
nah.
but I thought it was cute.
Yeah,
Um, and again, also gave me more Trixie vibes because like
yeah,
it was like all pink and like
yeah,
Barbie
yeah.
sleepover. Um, but yeah, I felt like she could go either way. I felt like because I try to like meta read into the way
Right.
that they present the queens, and like I felt like they were setting Athena up for a long haul, kind
Yeah.
of. And then I felt like maybe they were setting Darlene up for a long haul, but I don't really know.
Mm. It could,
It
yeah,
could
it could
go
go
either
either
way.
way.
So yeah. Um, so who is before we do what I wish I could say, if you had to pick one person who's like your favorite today,
I think
who would it be?
it's Nene.
Nini? Okay,
Yeah.
cool. I think mine, honestly, I think mine might be Vita.
Really? Yeah.
I really loved her. I think it was in Untucked when she was like talking about how the challenge was so important to her because she does this all the time, where she like
Yeah.
uses found objects. And I was
Yes.
like, this is really great as a contrast to Discord because they also showed Discord talking about like
Yes.
this is her identity. But she was so entitled about it. She was like, this
Yeah.
is what me and my partner do all the time. This challenge is mine. I'm gonna win.
Mhm.
And then of course she was like so pissed when she didn't. But then Vita, it was like she had such honor about it. She was like, this
Yes.
is what I do. This is my inspiration. Like, I'm so like honored to be able to do this, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah. And then same thing with like Nini, like she was like, I'm an engineer, you know, and she
Yeah.
like sat down and
Oh my
like
God, when
drew out
she
her,
like, I quit my job to do this, I was like, "Wow, in this economy? Okay, girl, like, more power to you." Like, okay.
yeah. Yeah. And like you saw her like sit down and do all the like drawing and everything. And like,
Yeah.
I think both of them like I loved that they won the challenge. I loved that they're like the way that they talked about it.
Yes.
So yeah, I think Vita is like probably my favorite as of now.
Yeah, yeah.
Cool. Okay, so do you want to do what I wish I could say?
Yeah. Let's see. Who would I guess I think it would probably be Juicy
Okay.
and tell her, like, "You're fine. Like, you're gonna be fine. Um, this isn't a reflection on, like, you. This is, an extreme environment where you were given, a task that you could not have prepared for. At least not to, like, the extent, like, of course, you would know, like, maybe there's gonna be an unconventional challenge, but you can't know what exactly it's gonna be, and if it's gonna be, the first episode and, like, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I would just tell her, don't be so hard on yourself. Like, this is a crazy thing. This isn't a reflection of who you are as a person or like who you are as like a drag queen. Cause there's so many great drag queens that just can't do drag race because it's
Yeah.
crazy. It's
Yeah.
crazy, it's insane.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think I would just be really supportive of her.
Oh, I love
Unlike
that.
Athena.
Unlike
No, she might
Athena.
have been, I can't remember if she was comforting her in Untucked or not, but she probably was.
She did. She like went into the
Yeah.
like selfie thing and hugged her, which I was like, that's nice. But yeah, there's something going on there for sure.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I totally agree. I think Juicy had one of the best entrance looks in my opinion. Like
Yeah.
her like wig and
Me
like everything
too.
was like very distinctive and memorable. So she's a really fierce queen. Like she's gonna do
Yeah, I
great.
think so. I
Yeah.
mean, she's the daughter of Morphine. Like, come on.
Yeah. Yeah, she's gonna kill it. Um, so yeah, I agree with everything you said. I think my what I wish I could say would be to Mandy. And I just
Yeah.
want to tell her like I loved you in the intro. You have a light about you that's like super special. You have a really cute name, Mandy Mango. Like,
Yeah.
you know, no matter how far you make it on Drag Race, like you have a great future ahead of you
Yeah.
and just be yourself and don't let the unsolicited criticism get
God.
to you because those
She's
people
like doing so
are
much more. Like, she's a nurse. Like, come on.
yes.
Like, so far and beyond like anything drag. Like,
Yeah, so she's awesome. And I would just say, keep it up. You're going to do great. All right, that was the first episode.
yay.
Yay. Thank you so much
Of
for
course.
participating.